Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the educational school of delivery driving. I'm going to teach you guys a few things that I definitely think about every single time that I'm about to accept an order, and hopefully you guys can take some of this information and apply it into your daily drive. And whether or not you want to accept an order or decline an order is going to be hopefully based around some of these tips that I'm going to talk to you guys about. And I've come up with the acronym DASHER. Super original. Would have never thought of it before. And what DASHER stands for is actually distance to dollar. Distance to dollar. Now, of course, distance to dollar, we are talking about how many miles per dollar is this order. Is it $2 a mile? Is it 2 miles per dollar? How are you going to accept this order? First of all, comment down below, what is your guys' standard for how many miles per dollar will you accept? Can it be $2 a mile? Personally, I try to stay at least $2 a mile, but I will do $1 a mile. And that leads to my second one, which is area. Area. What area are you delivering to? So let's say I'm at the gym. Let's say that's about 5 miles east of me. If I'm accepting an order, is that taking me west towards my area where I actually live? Is it into a perfect area where I'm already headed that way anyways? What's the area? That's a very, very important one. The third tip is going to be schedule. Schedule. What is your schedule like for the day? Do you need to do something? I always teach people to do casual dashing. Try to do things on your way through your errands. At least that way you're getting all your things done throughout the day and just follow a normal schedule. You want to have your next steps that you're going to take throughout the day, because if you don't and you don't plan at all, you're just going to be bouncing all over the place, and then finally you'll be wasting all your gas basically. And gas is really expensive. Right now it's over $4 in Las Vegas, so hopefully you guys can save some gas. Next thing you're going to want to be looking for is H, history. History of the restaurant. Does this place get your orders done quickly? Is it easy? How has the previous orders that you've taken from this place been? There's certain places that I won't go to anymore, and I don't want to name them, but there's certain places that I'm just yeah, right, there's no way I'm going back to this place, because they are always late with orders. The next thing you want to look into is E, expectation. Is there a possible post tip? My handwriting's getting a little sloppy the lower and lower that I go. Expectation. Can you expect a post tip on this one? Usually, DoorDash likes to hide tips on anything basically over $2 a mile. Is it a big order? Do you know that this restaurant generally has post tips? If you're going to an expensive restaurant, you can probably bet that there's probably going to be a better tip. Now that par is gone, we have to really kind of rely on ourselves to actually do the math ourselves. And last one is residence. Residence. What kind of residence are you going to? Are you going to a house? Are you going to an apartment complex? Are you going to a casino on the strip? We try to avoid those ones. What is the residence? And by just a little quick zoom in on the map, you can actually see just about where you're going. Usually you can tell after you've zoomed in quite a bit whether you're going to an apartment complex or a street. Some rules of thumb, I don't know if this applies everywhere, but for example in Las Vegas, where I typically am doing dashing, all of the busy streets, the whole entire city is based on a grid, and all of the busy streets generally are going to have all the apartment complexes and stuff. And if you can see that the order is going to a side street or a cul-de-sac or something like that, usually those are going to be delivering to houses. And of course, if you see anything that goes to the strip, basically just run for your life, because you don't want to have to park and walk a half mile into the casino. It's never a good time anytime you have to deliver into the strip. So, Dasher. Didn't take me too long to come up with that one. I was just okay, how could we make Dasher a good acronym for this. And I've actually did this video about 6 months or so ago, but I had probably less than half of the following that I do now. So I feel like this video is very important for you guys, and hopefully you guys can take some tips and advice on things that I do when I'm accepting orders. Like a lot of times I am pretty much just casual dashing, and I'm just going throughout my schedule throughout the day. Like I'm gonna go over to the post office to mail some shoe orders, then I'm gonna go to the gym because I want to work out, and then maybe I'm going like back home or somewhere else. Maybe I have something else to do. What I'm typically going to try to do, and I love to call this, I just call it casual dashing. Just try to get orders on the way. And what you basically just need to do is log in like 10 to 15 minutes early before you're about to leave wherever you're about to go. And I mean, it can be a little bit inconvenient. You don't want to do it if you're doing like, maybe you're at an interview or something like that. You don't want to be doing that, but obviously if you're just sitting at home, you might as well log in about 10 to 15 minutes early and try to get a dash that goes perfectly on the way. Now, of course, most of the apps are going to give you different types of information, and I'm not quite sure which app gives you the most information. If you guys know which one of the delivery apps gives you the most information on the screen, let me know in the comments down below, because personally, I've only done Doordash and I've done Postmates. Rest in peace. We don't do Postmates anymore. I don't even know if it really exists anymore. But as far as Doordash, it gives you enough information. We all, of course, wish that they weren't hiding tips from us, because hiding tips is kind of BS in my opinion. But these are basically the things that I'm looking to do throughout the day. I would probably say distance to dollar is, of course, going to be the absolute most important one, especially if you're a full-time dasher. Distance to dollar is very important. And for area, like if you're driving, for example, out of your dashing area that you're dashing in right now, I'm not sure if this works for Grubhub and Uber Eats the same exact way, but if you are driving out of your dashing area, you are not going to get any more orders until you're back into your dashing area. Now, of course, like schedule, you don't want to take an order that's going to take a really, really long time, because you want to try to average 2 to 3 orders per hour. You're going to generally make a little bit more money if you can get 2 to 3 orders per hour. And just go, I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any tips and tricks that I missed, and also let me know what you guys think about the new little, I should have put on my reading glasses or something so I look more like a teacher. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. We're getting a little original here. I just got this fresh tattoo and I'm trying to stay out of the sun, so I'm in my basement right now. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. We will see you in the next one. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the channel, because we've got all kinds of more informational videos to help you guys out, help you make more money. And my whole goal of my channel is to try to give you guys as much free information that hopefully can help you make more money as a delivery driver. If you haven't yet, make sure you smash that like button for me. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.